God bless.
Hi, this is Dr. Brenda C. Miller, and we're on the road in Atlanta, Georgia. We're here for the International Christian Booksellers Association, and books is what you have. I happen to have one in my hand. We just saw and heard an awesome speaker, one that we've been blessed to know for quite a while, and I'm on his mailing list. I've been getting TGIF for years. He has a new book out. It's called Change Agent, but I want to read a little bit before I bring Oz on. It says, change agents operate from a place of weakness. God calls his change agents to operate from a place of weakness, not strength. On the surface, it may appear that God change agents are operating from a place of great strength. However, many struggle to balance their influence and role with faith and humility. Welcome to BBTV today, Sylvia. God bless you. Oh, I tell you, talk about that. That's really key because, you know, most people think that we operate from a point of...
Yeah, well, you know, Jesus, you know, when we think of Jesus, what place did he operate from? He really didn't use the authority he could have used. He chose to be a servant. You know, he chose to be the least of us, and yet he did what he saw the Father have him do. So there was still a lot of authority and power, but it was all done through a method of service. And so many times we don't get that, so he has to take us through a process to get us to that place of really coming to the end of ourselves in order to be able to manifest his presence in our lives and impact the culture.
There's a question you have here. What can I do as one individual, that's that power of one again, as one individual to make an impact for God on the government mountain? So this is for you that are watching out there. You're saying, I don't make a difference. It's little on me. Do I count? Do they count?
Absolutely. You know, I think of when the widow who was at her last resource, and you know, the prophet came to her and said, what is it you have in your hand? And I think that's really what each of us has to do, is what is it that we have in our hand that could be leveraged for influence? I mean, we're all influencers. We don't have to be CEOs to influence. That servant girl who was the catalyst for that general to be healed of leprosy, do you think her capital went up as a servant girl in that household? She impacted a nation by simply telling her to do something. And so many times we think of ourselves as second-class citizens when we really, God has put something in us to be influencers, whether we're a mom, whether we're a CEO, we're a politician, we're in Hollywood. You know, he uses all of us.
How can we effectively be a change agent when the marketplace now is really being redefined? Now more than ever, people need to be prepped and prepared. Would you not say? Because the new marketplace is not what it was before. How can we be more effective, and what will they get out of this book that will help them in this transition?
Well, we're in a tremendous season right now because the culture is looking for solutions. That's what Joseph was in a famine. I mean, we're in a famine, aren't we, in our economy and situations that we're in. So it's the greatest opportunity for the church ever, because the culture is looking for solutions, and they don't care who has the solutions, they just want solutions. So if we can tap into God's creativity and to work through ourselves and say, Lord, what is it you have for me to contribute, to have birthed through me to solve a problem? You know, that's what happened with George Washington Carver. You know, I share in the book, you know, about George Washington Carver. He said, Lord, why did you make the peanut? And God gave him 300 marketable ideas and inventions from the peanut that transformed the Southern economy. And he was going through great persecution because he had recommended all of them, you know, plant the peanuts, but there wasn't enough market for it. So God gave him a market by inventing products.
Exactly. Listen, on today's edition, and we're so excited to have this new show that we're interviewing Quails at International Christian Retail Show. The name of the show, Buy the Book. And we encourage you, don't just read it,